Hi friends, welcome back to Crafting and Relaxing. This is Sarah, and I wanted to talk to you about mini albums today because I don't want to scare you, but the holidays are coming. It's almost September, and I've started thinking about projects that I want to work on this fall because as a crafter, you know that we have to plan ahead for gifts. If you're going to do handmade gifts or that sort of thing, it takes you a while to get the stuff. Maybe you need the inspiration, whatever. So I just wanted to talk to you about mini albums in case you're not familiar with this very wide category. I love them. It's a category that I buy them, I make them. I have many that are UFOs sitting around, but I just wanted to show you a few because you can use them for gifts, you can use them for yourself. These are all mine. This one was a gift and the rest I made. Let me show you a quick example. This one was, we were going on a trip and it was a bunch of people who hadn't seen each other in like a decade, and the idea was that you had to bring photos. So of course I didn't just grab an envelope of photos. The cover says travels and it's a sticker. My mini albums very often use up excess from around different projects or things that were too large for cards, or maybe things I didn't like. Like maybe I didn't want a great big sticker on a card that says travels, but it was good for this book. And the front is just printed cardstock, and I made the circles so the grommets would fit through. I don't know if you can hear my dog barking, sorry. And then I lined it with thin paper on all the pages. On this one, I completely cheated and I didn't mess with the grommets on every page. You see that? And these are just random pictures from things that were going on in my life at the time. There's no necessarily rhyme or reason, a trip we took. The other thing I love to use in mini albums is a picture that you wouldn't do a 12 by 12 page of necessarily, or you wouldn't do a big layout, but it was a moment captured. So this is a picture of my sister and my cousin and I all at my grandma's lake house in the same moment. And down in the very end it says, "Hope we can do it again soon." I can tell you the chances of that happening again are slim because we don't own the house anymore, so that would be weird, right? But this is a great example. Pictures that are just too important to me to leave in an online backup or shove in a drawer, I try and get them into a mini album so I'll see them. Here's a camping trip. I journaled with purple on a printed paper, so that doesn't always work. You'll see that over the years, the same people start to show up, and I have cars, muscle cars, different hobbies. Oh, this is a good day right here. So my husband went to a football game and my cousin and I bought a Mustang. So that was super fun. And then after it got detailed, and you can see I have a sticker that says fabulous and giddy up. When you make mini albums, you have a tendency to use different products than cards. So as you go through, say, a sticker page like this, you might have something that's too big for a card, or it just doesn't work. Maybe the caption, the sentiment isn't right to give away, so you keep it for yourself. Here's another great one. This is a football game, first season of someone that I love and adore that has now graduated from high school. So I'm not worried about showing pictures of kids because they don't look like this. You can't find them based on these. And just documenting a quick visit, maybe 2 hours on a Saturday that the kids probably don't even remember. I have a great time doing that. And this is when we brought my little cat home. So this was just a photo album that I took to catch people up on my life that hadn't seen me in 10 or 15 years, okay? That's a fun one. This is a more formal book. This one was probably maybe $4, something like that, just chipboard. Okay, we call this chipboard, this cardboard. You could also super easily make this, right? I had these chipboard albums in a variety of sizes too. I kind of got hooked on them for a while, but the ones that are square are easier to make because you don't have to spend so much time making the pages. This one's going to have some glare because of the sheet protectors. Sorry about that. I'll try and change the lights. It might make it worse. This is a photo album that I made specifically for me to document when I went back to school. because for 2 years I did the same thing. I ate dinner with the same people, I went the same places, and it was a big part of my life. So I made an album and put it together. My cat and my dog that I studied with in my backyard night and day. The one break that we took, and talking about how supportive my husband was. I skipped a bunch of stuff because, people might not want to be in there. And the graduation photo, but I had pictures of people that I took my classes with and all that sort of thing. And then we had a big party. So here's pictures from my party. And here's a great example of a moment captured too, where her and her mom came to my party and I snapped that picture, and I just really love that picture. I think it's adorable, like we planned our outfits or something. And that was one of my favorite trees too. And then in the very back, you never know when your friend is going to rent a Lotus and drive it to your house. So if that happens, you might want to have a picture of that. Those are all fun things that I wouldn't necessarily remember about that time period in my life. And when one of my friends saw this, she said, I want to make one. And I said, go to Michael's. Your budget is $10. You can get a mini album itself, and then you can't spend more than $10. She got super excited, wanted to buy a bunch of stuff, but then came to my house and realized I had plenty. If you're not really a paper crafter, then you can get a book and a few pieces of paper and go to a friend's house and do something like that. Easy. If you want to see more of these albums, let me know. I hope it's given you some ideas. This one is completely handmade. There's nothing purchased in it except for stickers and embellishments. Okay, have a great day, and thanks so much for watching. I didn't want this to get too long, so I don't want to show you all of them. Bye-bye.